Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. I thought I would try something different. I'm live on YouTube tonight instead of Facebook. So bear with me. This is the first time that I've tried a YouTube live video. So I'm hoping that everything goes as planned and we do a normal live video, only we're on YouTube instead of Facebook. I will upload to Facebook later, share on Facebook. So if you're watching me here live on YouTube, then welcome. If you're watching this back later on, welcome also. Or if you have found this on Facebook, welcome again. So if you're watching tonight, and feel free to say hello. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. Give me the thumbs up, give me the hearts if you're enjoying this video. So tonight what I thought I would do is just do a card tonight. I'm winging it a little bit. Just going to do a card tonight using some new products out of our new annual catalogue. I'm going to be using the Oh So Eclectic stamp set. Sorry about the glare. Oh So Eclectic stamp set. And I'm also going to be using the Layering Love stamp set, and I'll be using the thinlets that actually go with the Oh So Eclectic as well. Hello Sharon, nice to see you, all the way from Canada. Thank you very much. You should be in bed. 2:30 a.m. in the morning. Yes, you should be in bed. It's only 7:30 in the night time here in Australia. So thank you and welcome, and I hope you enjoy my live video tonight. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip you around and we're going to start making the card. Okay. Like so. Okay, so as you can see, this is the Oh So Eclectic bundle. Beautiful stamp set and beautiful thinlets. There's so much, so much you can do with this bundle. And for the sentiment, I'm actually going to use the Live, Laugh, Love on the front. I'm also going to use the Enjoy the Little Things on the bottom as well. So bear with me, I'm trying to see comments, but because I've now turned my camera around, I'm trying to see where I find myself live on YouTube. I can't see anything at the moment that's... Yes, I can see myself. Okay, all good. I've got it on my laptop so I can see what's going on. Okay. All right, so hopefully all the comments will come up on my laptop and I will be able to comment away. Yeah, Sharon, you might have to watch it in the morning. I would too, I can tell you. If it was 2:30 a.m. in the morning, I think I'd be wanting to go to sleep also. But thank you anyway for jumping on, and feel free to watch the replay anytime. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our Emerald Envy cardstock as our base, and I've got some of our basic black as a layer, and I've also got our Very Vanilla as a layer as well. And I've got a scrap piece of Very Vanilla that I'm going to stamp some beautiful flowers on and cut them out with the Big Shot machine. Okay, so this is a standard size that I do. Our size, if you're watching from overseas, I'm not sure what sizing you have in other countries, but our A4 card size is 11 3/4 inches by 8 1/4 inches. So this is just half a piece of our A4 cardstock, and we're going to fold that in half. So it's cut at 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. Okay, so we're going to just fold that in half. Some people like to score their cards to fold them. I actually fold them in half and then use a bone folder to crease it nicely, so you get that nice crease. Yeah, the Oh So Eclectic, Sharon, I've only just got the Oh So Eclectic set, so I'm absolutely loving it. I've had it for 1 week and I cannot put it down. So, okay, so that's the base of our card. We're going to pop that aside. I'm going to be using, with the ink pads, I'm going to be using our Island Indigo, Rich Raspberry, and I'm also going to be using Lemon Lime Twist and I've just realised I did make a mistake. This is Island Indigo. I'm not sure whether I said that. I think I said Emerald Envy, and it's not. So Island Indigo is at cardstock. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our first piece of very vanilla cardstock. And what I'm going to do is I want to stamp the large sentiment Live, Laugh, Live. So I think I'm going to stamp that first so that then I can do everything else around it. So I'm actually going to I'm going to mount that up on our clear block. Now these are what they call our clear stamps. It means that they're clear mount stamps. They are red rubber, they aren't clear. Our photopolymer stamps are the clear stamps. These are our red rubber stamps, but they are called clear mount in our catalogue. So just to save any confusion. Yeah, so Sharon, your cardstock is a different size. That's what I mean. Here in Australia, the size that we have is 11 3/4 by 8 1/4. So yeah, just slightly different. But I always use half a sheet of cardstock, so I get two cards out of each sheet of cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this up in the top right hand corner. Now I always like to let the ink soak into our cardstock so you get a really nice image. Now, in case you are new to Stampin' Up have a wonderful invention called our Stampin' Scrub. And this is what I clean my stamps with. I have this on my counter all the time, on my crafting table. You have a wet side, you have a dry side, and voila, we clean the stamp. And it's really good for conditioning your stamps as well and keeping your stamps in top order. So if it's not something you have in your craft stash, it might be something worthwhile thinking about. Okay, so we have now stamped our sentiment. So now I'm actually going to do the arrangement of flowers all around that sentiment. So now we have lots of room to play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some flowers in Rich Raspberry. And so out of our stamp set, there is, and this is like a hand-painted flower, which is or a watercolored flower. It's absolutely beautiful. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Yes, I think, Sharon, we're all our best customers. I'm positive of that. I joined mainly just to purchase things for myself, but yes, I am definitely my best customer. Okay, so I'm going to stamp with our Rich Raspberry. I'm going to stamp one flower up there. Okay, now that I've actually stamped, I'm going to do the next one that I'm actually not going to re-ink. So, okay, so I get a lighter flower. And then I'm going to clean that, and I'm actually going to bring out my Island Indigo. And I'm going to stamp, believe it or not, an Island Indigo flower. I've been having a lovely time playing around with colours of flowers. I'm afraid to say I'm not a traditional person when it comes to colours. I don't mind. If we can't get flowers that colour, I don't mind. It's stamping, and that's what stamping's all about, is being adventurous with colour and having a bit of a play around. Okay, so now I'm bringing in our detailed stamp that's going to go over the top. Now, to work out where to stamp this, what you need to do is just look through, and you can see, when you can see that that's going to cover your whole image, that's where we see. Please don't, the first part that we stamped comes out further than the detailed part. That is actually what it's supposed to look like, because when you do watercolouring tends to soak into your cardstock and move out, and that's the idea of this image, is to actually have the idea of it looking like a watercoloured flower. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stamp off on a scratch bit of paper, and I'm going to then stamp on this one. Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous flowers. Yes, Sharon, I am a bit of a rebel stamper. I'm not into the traditional colours, I can tell you. I like doing things a little bit different. Okay, so now we're going to take our Island Indigo. We're going to stamp up that. As you can see, that's coming together beautifully already, and it's just stamping 3 flowers. This stamp set, honestly, does all the hard work for you. You don't have to do much to make a card look fantastic with this stamp set. Now I'm going to close up those ink pads. I'm going to bring in our Lemon Lime Twist, and if you haven't got into the new in colours, Lemon Lime Twist is an absolutely beautiful, bright, luscious green to do any greenery for flowers and things. So I'm using the Motley leaf out of the stamp set. So it's sort of like the leaf that looks like a checkered sort of leaf. And I liked it more than the other one. You can actually, with this leaf, you can stamp this one here. This is your more solid water painted look. And then you've got this one. But I just liked this one on its own to add a bit of detail. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around a bit here. And I'm going to use a bit of paper, just a bit of scratch paper, just to mask off where our flower is so that we can stamp our flower stem down into the flower a little bit, but not a lot. So it looks like the leaves are actually coming out from underneath our flower. Same thing here. Okay. Going to do another one coming out of our rich raspberry flower up here. I see, Sharon, you're still watching, so you haven't decided to go to bed just yet, obviously. Maybe I've made you spark up a little bit watching a bit of crafting. Okay, this one here. And just here I want to do a little bit of greenery happening there. Okay, now there's a lovely little bubbly stamp, tiny little bubbly stamp in here. It's this one here. It just adds a little bit more interest to all your image. Sorry, I'm going to do it in that. I just did it in Lemon Lime Twist, but I really want to do it in our Island Indigo. So it just creates a little bit of a background. Fills up some of those vacant spots on the front of our card. You're better than me, Sharon. I'm not a night owl, I can tell you. Even doing these every Wednesday night in Australia, I do a live video. And normally I do it on Facebook. This is my first time that I've actually done it on YouTube. So I just thought maybe I'll do it on YouTube and see if I can get some other people watching. And yeah, I struggle with how late I stay up. I would love to do these videos at 9 or 10 o'clock at night for all the night owls that stay up. But by that time, I can tell you I work full time, and I can tell you by 9 o'clock at night, I'm definitely happy to be in bed and in snooze land. Although I do admit, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, and honestly, with Stampin' Up! Demonstrators over in America and things, sometimes they're live like at 3 o'clock in the morning for us, and I'll go, oh, someone's live, I better jump on and watch and see what they're doing. So I can say that every now and then, if I wake up, I am guilty of jumping online. I have my laptop on my bedside table with Facebook going all the time, so every now and then I see somebody at some strange hour in the morning. So I've just used my liquid Tombow. I choose to use liquid Tombow. I'm going to layer that up on our basic black piece of card. I use the liquid Tombow because I like to be able to wiggle it around and get a really nice even border. I used to use tear and tape. I also used to use snail and fast fuse, but I find my go-to is definitely our Tombow. So that black just makes that cream cardstock pop. So then I'm going to layer that up on top of our Island Indigo. And as you can see, this card is coming together quite quickly and quite easily. But as I said, I do get to cheat a little bit because the stamp set is doing the work for me. Okay, so now with our little faceted gems, I'm just going to pop a couple of our silver or clear faceted gems around just to add a little bit of bling. You like the Tombow as well, Sharon? Yes, me too. I think it's definitely my go-to. One there. Now you could, if you wanted to, pop some of the faceted gems, some of the large ones, in the middle of the flower, which I might do that too. I may as well. Why not? That one. These faceted gems are absolutely beautiful, especially for the Daisy Delight bundle. Using them for the center of the daisy, just gorgeous. So as you can see, the bling actually just brings it to life. Okay, so that's the outside of the card. Now, if this is the first time that you've watched me, I always finish off the insides of my cards as well. I'm not a person to just do the outside, so I'm going to finish off the inside. So what I thought I'd do is on the inside, I'm going to take that very vanilla piece that we have again. I want to use the other flower that's in the Oh So Eclectic, so you can see what it can do as well, which it has the watercoloured look and it also has the detailed part. So what we're going to do is do the detailed part first. So this time I'm doing it the opposite way around. I did the watercolour look first the other time. Okay, so I'm going to get I was going to say on my desk I've lost my rich raspberry, but I found it. Never fear. Thank you, Sharon. You're enjoying my card? Okay, so I've just inked up the rich raspberry. Might just pop a little one there. Okay. And then I think on the other side, I'm just going to do, here's the rebel coming out of me again. I'm going to do an Island Indigo on this side. Okay. Like so. Now I'm going to bring in our solid piece. So thank you everyone for jumping on and watching tonight. This has been a fun time crafting, nearly finished. Okay, so there's the Island Indigo flower. And now I'll do the rich raspberry. So I'm happy that this is working out, this YouTube live. because one of my issues is every time I do a video having to upload it onto YouTube. So I thought if I can do it straight on YouTube, all the better. Okay. And I might use my little bubbles again, just to add a little bit of interest. I think I'm going to stamp another sentiment on the inside here. I think I might use the enjoy the little things. I think that would go quite nice. As you can see though, the bubbles really just give it a finishing touch. Like that. Good night, Sharon. Sleep well. Thank you for joining me for as long as you did. You did well. You hung in there for a fair while. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the sentiment, enjoy. That. And I think I'm still going to do it with the Island Indigo because it seems to be a really nice rich colour for the sentiments. Ink it up. And that looks quite nice. I'm doing well. I'm just winging this totally, so hasn't turned out too bad at all. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my Tombow again. Pop a bit of Tombow on the back. I'm going to layer that up on my basic black piece of cardstock. And then pop it into the center of my card, leaving a nice little border all the way around. Okay, so there you have it. That is my card for tonight. I actually didn't use the thinlits. I was going to use the thinlits. We could probably maybe stamp another flower and pop a flower up on Stampin' Up! Dimensionals in the middle too, which would be quite nice. So that could be just another added little touch that you put on there. I found that I've actually used the framelits for doing that on quite a few cards, just to add a bit of dimension. This will still stay quite flat, depending on what your postage service is like, is whether your faceted gems will go through the post. I've noticed that sometimes when people, I'm a member of an RAK, Random Act of Kindness. Hello, Catherine. Nice for you to join us. Thank you very much for your lovely comment that it's a lovely card. I'm in a Random Act of Kindness group, which is you randomly pick people off a list and you send them cards each month, and they randomly pick you off the list and send you cards. So you may get as little as 1, or you may get as many as 20 or 30, depending on how active you've been. But some people actually turn their cards inside out when they post them, like so, to protect the faceted gems when they go through the post machines. But anyway, each to their own. But yes, lovely card using the Oh-So Eclectic set. So please, if you've enjoyed my video, please give me the thumbs up. Share my video. If you enjoyed my video, share it with your friends to let them have a look as well. And if you're watching this back after I've been live, thank you very much for tuning in and watching my video. So I'll just turn you back around once again. Okay, so thank you very much for everyone watching tonight, and I'm really happy to be crafting along with you live like this, and I love the interaction and being able to chat and talk to people as you comment on my live videos. So every Wednesday night I do a live video, 7:30 in Australia, that's Eastern Standard Time. Not sure worldwide all the different time things, but the beauty of YouTube, you can always catch them later. Okay, so thank you all for watching, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in your area, please feel free to drop me a message and I would be happy to help you out, or maybe send you a catalogue, the new holiday catalogue if you're wanting. So please feel free to comment, and I'll get back to you straight away. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.